Hi, I'm Berkeley, and I have type 1 diabetes. I was diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 5 on March 1st, 2004. When I was diagnosed with diabetes, my mom looked for books and other resources to help me learn to live with diabetes. There's none from a kid's point of view, and we found that surprising considering the amount of children with diabetes. I've created this video to help kids and teens with the basics of diabetes because I know being newly diagnosed can be difficult. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease in which a person's pancreas stops producing insulin, a hormone that enables the body to get energy from food. Type 1 diabetes most commonly develops in children and teens. People with type 1 diabetes need to take insulin either through shots or a pump. Not to be confused with type 2 diabetes, where most of the patients are overweight or are lacking a healthy diet. Type 1 diabetes is non-preventable. Type 1 diabetes occurs when the body's immune system attacks and destroys insulin-producing cells in the pancreas called beta cells. Each year, approximately 15,000 children and 15,000 adults are diagnosed with diabetes in the U.S. That's about 80 people per day. Approximately 85% of people living with type 1 diabetes are adults, and 15% of people living with type 1 diabetes are children. In the United States, type 1 diabetes is the second most common chronic illness in children, right after asthma. When you feel you're ready to tell others about your diabetes, go for it. There's a good chance you'll receive a bunch of different reactions, so here are some ways to respond to these reactions. I was just diagnosed with diabetes.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, a lot of people live regular lives with diabetes. I'll be okay. Hi Carly, I just wanted to tell you I was just diagnosed with diabetes.
Ew, am I gonna catch it?
No, diabetes isn't contagious. It's not like a cold. Hey Carly, I was just diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Wow, cool. Can you tell me more about it?
Sure, I'll teach you. Hey Carly, I was just diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
I thought you ate too much candy at lunch. You really shouldn't be eating that much candy.
No, silly, it's not because I ate too much sweets. Type 1 diabetes is non-preventable. I was just diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Are you sick? Do you need me to call your mom? Do you want to go home?
No, as long as I manage my blood glucose, I'll be fine, and I can do anything you can do.
Oh, okay.
Hey Carly, I was just diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
Oh, cool. What can I do to help?
Well, if my blood sugar is ever low, I feel really dizzy and shaky, and you can help me find something sugary to eat. Also, you can help raise money to donate to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and they look for a cure.
Oh, cool. I'll be happy to help.
Thanks. A lot of people think that having diabetes means you can't eat any junk food like candy or cake, but that's not necessarily true. We can eat junk food, just not lots of it. It's important to follow your doctor's advice on your diet. Here's some of my tips on having a proper diabetes diet. The typical daily diet is 3 45 carbohydrate meals and 2 15 carbohydrate snacks. One of these 15 carb snacks may be an applesauce and a bag of nuts. The Doctor's Pocket Calorie, Fat, and Carbohydrate Counter book and application are great resources to finding out how many carbs different foods have, including foods at chain restaurants. The longer you have diabetes, the better you'll become at remembering and guesstimating the amount of carbs different things have. Free foods are foods that don't have carbohydrates. Some good free foods are cheese, meat, nuts, and veggies. Having lots of protein will help stabilize your blood sugar. Limit starchy and fatty foods such as tortillas, pasta, fried foods, and pizza. These make controlling blood sugar levels difficult. Sugary foods such as some breakfast cereals, maple syrup, soda, and candy can cause rapid spikes in your blood sugar. You should stay away from these foods. When your blood sugar becomes low, treat it with quick-acting foods such as dried fruit strips, 4-inch juice boxes, glucose tabs, or chocolate milk. After your blood sugar returns to normal, have a snack that includes carbohydrates and protein so your blood sugar doesn't become low again. Treat high blood glucose with insulin and plenty of water. Also, check for ketones in your urine. Have a 504 plan created to fit your diabetes needs, like eating a snack in the classroom or going to the bathroom whenever you need to. Don't take tests or quizzes unless your blood sugar is in a normal range. Always have a buddy walk with you to the nurse when you're feeling low. To make carb counting easier, write the carbs on a note and stick it in your lunchbox. Ask to be informed ahead of time about class parties and field trips so your parents can plan ahead. Always keep juices and snacks with you. Also, keep some in the nurse's office. When you're traveling with diabetes, whether you're going on a day trip, an overnight trip, or to a different country, it is important to be prepared. Make sure to get a note from your doctor that states that you have diabetes and are allowed to bring diabetes supplies through airport security. General security checkpoints such as U.S. airports, amusement parks, and festivals allow you to have access to supplies, including juice boxes and waters. When you're flying, carry all your diabetes supplies with you, just in case your luggage gets lost or handled roughly. Pack extra diabetes supplies, such as pump and CGMS supplies, a glucagon, an extra meter in case yours breaks, alcohol swabs, syringes, glucose tabs and juice boxes, extra test strips, and batteries. Check with your doctor to see if you have the option of getting an insulin pump to replace shots. Insulin pumps have a lot of advantages that make living with diabetes easier. The insulin pump eliminates individual injections, so you only have to get one pump insertion injection once every few days. An insulin pump allows you to be flexible about when and what you eat. For example, if you have dinner and give yourself insulin, and then afterwards decide to have ice cream, you can just press a few buttons and it will dispense more insulin without having to get another shot. With the insulin pump, there's no longer a need to use long-lasting insulin. Instead, it can be programmed to give you small amounts of insulin every hour. The insulin pump allows you to be active without eating large amounts of carbohydrates beforehand. You can easily temporarily suspend your pump from giving you insulin. You have to carry insulin and syringes with you everywhere you go. When taking shots, you have to do a lot of math to find your insulin to carb ratio. Now, your pump does this all for you, so you can just enter in the amount of carbs and it automatically tells you how much insulin you should get. Studies show that with the insulin pump, you're less likely to have extremely high or low blood sugar events. Along with the insulin pump, another helpful diabetes device is the continuous glucose monitor. With the continuous glucose monitor, you get a more complete picture of your blood glucose levels, which can lead to better treatment decisions and better blood glucose control. The continuous glucose monitor offers many advantages that makes living with diabetes easier. You can easily know your blood glucose level, and the CGM will alarm if your blood sugar is getting high or low. You don't have to physically check your blood by pricking your finger as many times a day. Continuous glucose monitoring provides better blood glucose control. Although being diagnosed is scary, everything is going to be okay. You'll be able to manage your diabetes and do everything everyone else can do. Always remember a few things, such as eating healthy, keeping your blood sugar in a normal range, packing extra supplies when traveling, notifying your school you have diabetes, and going to your doctor with any major problems. If you remember these things, living with diabetes will only become easier. I hope my video helped you understand diabetes better. Thanks for watching.